maintaining the values of integrity, respect, cooperation, and honesty. To ensure the well-being of all attendees, we kindly remind you of the following items and actions are prohibited on school grounds: weapons of any kind, physical altercations of any kind, face coverings that obscure identity, alcohol or illegal substances, vaping, and tobacco products. Please note that these premises, inside and outside, are under constant video surveillance and that you are being recorded. We expect all attendees to adhere to all policies set forth by the Board of Education. This includes respecting facilities, staff, and fellow attendees. Let's join together to support our student athletes, promoting good sportsmanship and creating lasting memories. Thank you, enjoy the game, and good luck to both teams. Let's meet the starting lines for tonight's game. First, for the Raiders of Torrington High School. Number 0, Dominic Evan Lewis. Number 2, Luca White. Number 20, Chris Dela Cruz. Number 22, Adi Kuskarovich. And number 24, Logan Cicerone. And the Raiders are coached by Eric Omari and Jordan Harvey. And now the starters for our Wilby Wildcats.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the bat rails in your mouth.
Sophomore, number 0, Sean Connor. Senior, number 1, Aaron Baker. Senior, number 2, Kelly Jackson. Freshman, number 22, Sharon Barr. And sophomore, number 21, Byron Carlo. And our Wildcats go by the ball Parker, Kevin Hardy, and Eric. Please stand and remove your hats as we honor American all those who serve with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome inside the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium for an NVL matchup as the Wilby Wildcats host the Torrington Raiders. I'm Tom Felice with you as Wilby comes into this one with a record of 5-10. They are 4-8 in the NVL. They need to win 3 of their last 5 games in order to qualify for the state tournament. Torrington 10-4, 9-3 in the NVL. So 10 wins, they've qualified for the state tournament. At the moment, they are 6th in CIAC Division III, so that would guarantee 2 home games, provided you win the first one. And Torrington would like to keep their spot at the top of the standings, especially considering they play Holy Cross and Waterbury Academy before this season wraps up. Holy Cross and Waterbury Career Academy lead the NVL standings. They both have 1 loss. Crosby has 2. Torrington with the 3 league losses. It will be Wilby in the white, and Torrington in maroon. Torrington at full strength when they came down to Crosby 2 weeks ago. They had a couple of guys out with a flu and another player out with a concussion, and they took a tough loss, but they're back in the Brass City tonight looking to get the win. Wilby with the ball first. Here's Sean Garner. Now Byron Murillo, team's leading scorer, long on the three. Kalik Johnson, the rebound, misses the putback. And Logan Tucciaroni has the board for Torrington. Torrington coached by Eric Gomari. He's in his 16th season on the bench. Dominic Evans-Lewis lost out of bounds. That was Chris De La Cruz who couldn't hold on to it. Devon Parker is Wilby's coach. He's in his first year with the Wildcats. Previously coached at Nonawag, and he's been on the bench for the Wilby girls as well. Freshman Shaylin Barnes brings the ball up, hands off for Garner. Garner in the lane, can't hit. De La Cruz there with the board. He is the team's leading rebounder, pulling in 9.5 a game. Adi Puskarevich with the up fake, misses, gets it back, and he's fouled. Foul goes on Aaron Baker. That is his first. Played exactly a minute, no score. And still no score as Luca White tries to turn around. Gets it from Tucciaroni, and White scores the game's first hoop. White was a second-team all-conference player a year ago. Barnes, Johnson for three. That's off the mark. It's out of bounds. Baker attempting to save it was unsuccessful, and Torrington takes over. Puskarevich right in the middle of the paint, short on the turnaround. Johnson quickly to Barnes. Barnes in the corner for three, short. Puskarevich corralled the rebound. Minute 50 in, 2-0 Torrington lead. De La Cruz in the paint, banks it home. Along with leading the team in rebounds and steals, De La Cruz second on the team in points, 14.5 a game. Barnes. Now Garner. Garner coming off a 13-point performance in the loss on Monday against Innovation. Garner to the baseline, gets the roll. First points for Wilby. They trail by 2.5 minutes in. White goes through the trap to Puskarevich. That shot was blocked. Looked like it might have been Garner who got a piece of it. Wilby up court with Baker. Barnes between the circles. Coach Parker calls 5 out, and the lane opens up. Garner off back iron. Puskarevich another rebound. White finds De La Cruz on the cut to the hole. Barnes fading away, hit the back rim. Baker rips away the rebound. Now Garner, tip won't go. Tucciaroni away with it. Evans-Lewis uses the fake, pulls up and hits. Timeout taken by Wilby. 4:15 left here in the first. 8-2 Torrington with the early advantage on Wilby. That was a 30-second timeout. taken by Wilby. Robert High checks in for Wilby. The freshman averages 6.2 points a game. They're a young Wilby team, and a lot of guys see time on the court. Coach Parker not afraid to give people chances as Garner misses. Tucciaroni hassled in the backcourt. Throws it underneath De La Cruz. He's blocked. Kalik Johnson with the rejection. Barnes. Now Johnson. Murillo in the corner. High with the right hand, with the left hand I should say, he's fouled. Foul is on Evans Lewis, his first, and Torrington's first foul. High to the line for 2. Scored 4 points in the loss on Monday. Denali Ross, another freshman. Michael Clemens, a junior, check in for Wilby. High makes the second one. 8-3 the Torrington advantage. We played 4.5 minutes. De La Cruz. This is Jack McCoy in for the first time, and it's quickly to Luca White. Torrington having success with those baseline cuts. High misses the pull-up. Rebound to Garner. Another loose ball that Garner ends up with. He throws it underneath. Kicked out for 3. That's short. That was Ross missing the 3. And now a foul in the backcourt committed by Garner. First foul for Sean Garner. Pucharevich down low, De La Cruz, it's out of bounds, stays with Torrington. Looks like a 1-3-1 from Wilby. They might shift it for this baseline out of bounds. That 1-3-1 will explain why there's openings along the baseline. White. Tucciaroni. Evans Lewis. Tucciaroni fakes, fouled. Fouls on Garner. That's now 2 on Garner. 2:31 remaining first quarter. Torrington up 10-3, and Tucciaroni with a chance to extend the lead. He's a 60% free throw shooter on the season. Tucciaroni hits the pair. Lead up to 9. Murillo picks up his dribble, feeds underneath, and it's good on the putback. Garner got 2 looks, converted on the second. White, now McCoy. Tucciaroni down low for De La Cruz, and we got a wedgie. And took the officials a second to realize that that ball was jammed between the backboard and the rim. They go to the possession arrow. It stays with Torrington. White from the inbound, hits the three. White has 7 to lead all scores. 10-point Torrington lead, 6 minutes gone by. Murillo. Now High. Back to Murillo for 3. Rolls out. Contested rebound. De La Cruz with it. Evans-Lewis open for 3. Just grazed the front rim. Rebound ends up on the deck. And they call a jump ball. Wilby possession. Torrington showing a full court press look. Garner high in the corner. Murillo. Pass is deflected. De La Cruz got a piece of it. Evans-Lewis away. And now his pass was tracked down by McCoy. White. Evans-Lewis open. Off. White with the rebound, and he's fouled. And that's 3 fouls on Garner. Well, PA announcer just said second. So maybe they didn't charge him with one of his previous fouls. It's at least 2 fouls. De La Cruz on the inbound. 6 points for De La Cruz. 45 seconds to play in the first. 12-point Torrington lead. Here's Murillo. Ross in the corner. Back to Murillo. Robert High. 12 to shoot. High. Strong with the left hand. McCoy down with it. Shot clock off. Torrington can hold for the last shot. Now 20 seconds. To Cheroni. McCoy. Too close to De La Cruz. High the other way. Finishes with the left hand. One last chance. White in the paint with the right hand. Rolls out. And after one, Torrington leads Wilby 17-7. This is the 6th straight game on the road for Torrington. They've opened up a new high school, and the gym is undergoing complete renovation. So they played 7 of their first 9 at home. Last home game on January 15th, and they won't play another one on campus. They have one home game scheduled for February 15th. They'll be at Northwest Regional, and then it's looking like they'll host at least one state tournament game as the home team, and we'll wait and see where that game is played. Right now they're up by 10, 17-7 over Wilby. Started the second quarter. Piskarevich blocked underneath. Amir Neely picks up a pass, and now a 3-ball from Shalyn Barnes. Evans-Lewis Gets it inside De La Cruz. White, open three. Good. Second three for Luca White. He has 10 points. His team has 20. It's a 10-point lead, 50 seconds in to the second quarter. Kalik Johnson on the putback misses. And Puskarevich pulled in the rebound. Ethan Dixon into the game. His first appearance. Foul called. It is Dixon. First foul for Dixon, first of the second quarter. Evans Lewis to Chironi, drives baseline. Now he's stuck. Puskarevich steps out long two. Baker with the rebound. Quickly up court, Dixon missed the shot. To Chironi. .12-point lead ties the largest margin for Torrington. 6:10 to play in the first half. Dixon. Barnes. 9 to shoot. Barnes in the paint. Into the corner. Neely. That was short. Puskarevich ahead to Evans Williams. Forced a pass to White. Torrington keeps it. Now they reset. White pulls it out. Underneath De La Cruz, wide open. He's got 8. Torrington in a 2-3 zone on this end. Dixon. Barnes. Floats it down low. Neely. Just like Torrington was doing on the other end, Neely finding a seam in the zone. And he was open near the hoop. Another one-hand pass from Evans Lewis off the mark, and Wilby takes over. Michael Clemens re-enters. Byron Murillo also back in the game for the Wildcats. Barnes misses the three. A couple of shots that come up short for Wilby. Torrington ball on the out of bounds. That decision by the officials got Coach Parker out of his seat. White, open three. Neely had the board fall right to him. Barnes. And they call that a blocking foul on Evans Lewis. Or do they call it a charge? Yeah, they did call it a block. Is somewhat indecisive signal. And Torrington apparently has called timeout as well. 4:32 remaining in the first half. Raiders doubling up Wilby, 24-12. This will be Barnes at the free throw line.
Shooting team, Colin Barnes.
Barnes averages just over 4 points a game. He has 3 already tonight, and the first free throw makes it 4. Barnes makes them both. He's got 5. Wilby has 14. They trail by 10. 4.5 to play in the second quarter. Tucciaroni inside Puskarevic. He's doubled. A lot of guys have their hand on the ball, and it is a jump ball. It'll go to Wilby on the alternate possession. Jack McCoy comes in, takes out Puskarevic. He is the team's leading scorer, Puskarevic, averaging over 16 a game. Led the team with 17. They're winning against Watertown last Friday. And that's an offensive foul. Tavion Malachi. Too strong on that one and turns it over. Second team foul. White. McCoy. De La Cruz inside. The pass goes out of bounds. And it will stay with Torrington. It bounced off a Wilby player's leg. White. Short. One-hand rebound. Michael Clemens. Barnes misses the 3. Rebound by Wilby and a foul. Foul is on McCoy. That is his first. First free throw is a miss for Malachi. Misses them both. De La Cruz, the rebound for Torrington. The Raiders have controlled the boards in the early going. Another tough pass into the paint. Now White. Tucciaroni, double teamed. And a foul called. Sean Garner comes back into the game for Wilby. Now the shot clock didn't reset, even though it was a foul. Here's White. Tucciaroni. And now they do call a shot clock violation. I thought the shot clock would have reset on the foul, but there's no complaint from the Torrington side as they turn it over, up by 10, approaching the final 3 minutes of the first half. Torrington has led the entire way, lead as large as 12. Fouls on Tucciaroni. His first and the team's third. The officials conferring. Assume the question was shooting foul or not. Answer is not. And now let's see, the shot clock did reset in this situation. So there may have been an issue on the previous possession for Torrington. Garner. inside and back to Garner, whose 3 rolls out, and a foul called against Wilby. Puskarevich returns for Torrington. De La Cruz into Puskarevich. Evans Lewis. He's been playing with 2 fouls. And now Puskarevich tie it up. Torrington has had trouble with, they get those passes inside, but the players are double teamed immediately. And once they bring the ball down, it's very easy for a Wilby player to get a hand on it. Evans Lewis misses the 3. Here's Murillo. Malachi has his shot blocked, but Clemens is there, scoring his first 2. 24-16, Torrington in front. Final 2 minutes, first half. White to Chironi. Now Puskarevic. Once again, Wilby player gets his hand on the ball. Evans Lewis up top. Puskarevic from the corner. Long on the 3. Barnes. Garner inside, and Clemens back-to-back baskets. Wilby within 6. Puskarevich misses the turnaround. Clemens there for the board. Last time the game was this close, it was 8-2. And last time it was this close, it was 6-2. Timeout. Wilby called the timeout before the ball was inbounded. 24-20, Torrington still in front. 1:10 left in the first half, but the Raiders need to figure things out as Wilby has scored 10 straight points. It's really Torrington going cold. In the period, it's a 13-7 advantage for Wilby. Wildcats need to win 3 of their final 5 games. After tonight, they have Kennedy on Friday, Harding on Tuesday, and Sony the following Friday, and they wrap up the season against St. Paul. Torrington and St. Paul, the only teams above 500. That game against Kennedy on Friday, that could be deciding for both teams, as Kennedy's actually 6-9. And the winner of that game will have much better chances of making the state tournament, and the loser will be in really bad shape heading into the final few weeks. De La Cruz lost it. Comes to Evans Lewis. De La Cruz in the paint, and he scores. 10 points for De La Cruz, snapping that 10-point Wilby run. Lead back to 6 with 45 seconds to go in the half. And to Chironi with a takeaway. Evans Lewis. Puskarevich underneath is fouled. Fouls on Garner. That's 3 now on Garner. And the team's 5th foul. Puskarevic makes the first, his first points tonight. He's a 65% free throw shooter. Puskarevic makes them both. Torrington, I should say, 4 of 4 at the line. Puskarevich with the steal. He's stripped. Stays with Torrington. The clock ran for a couple of extra seconds. I think the officials working reset that. Torrington won't mind. Shot clock is off, so they can hold for the final shot. They put 22 seconds on the clock, and now Torrington has it. To Chironi. De La Cruz, another low pass. Puskarevic gets a rebound, he scores and one. Foul is on Denali Ross. Puskarevic will have one free throw here. And he makes it. So a quick 7 points from Torrington after the 10-0 Wilby run. Loose ball picked up, and Torrington heads to the locker room at halftime, leading Wilby 31-20. Take a break and be back for the second half here in Waterbury. Start of the second half here in Waterbury. Torrington leading Wilby 31-20. And a steal by Chris De La Cruz. De La Cruz now the game's leading scorer. He has 12 points, the lead back to 13. Lead was as large as 14 in the second quarter before Wilby went on a 10-0 run. Torrington answered with a 7-0 spurt to end the half after the Wildcats were within 4. Built the lead back to 13 on what is now a 9-0 run stretching back to the first half. De La Cruz. Back-to-back baskets for Chris De La Cruz out of the break. And the lead now 15 for Torrington. Torrington looking to move to 10-4 as White hits and he's fouled. Foul called on Barnes. He had 5 in the first half to lead Wilby. First free throw tonight for White. 17 of 20 at the stripe this season. And it rolls home. Torrington has made all 6 free throws they've attempted. And with 7 straight out of the break and 7 straight before the break, it's a 14-0 run, 18-point lead to Cherone. Fouled. Torrington looking to move to 11-4. Keep themselves in 4th place in the NVL and move up even a little bit higher in the Division III rankings for the state tournament. Wilby needs to win 3 of their final 5 games to qualify for states. Kennedy, Harding, and Sonia St. Paul, the final games on the schedule. Cherone makes both free throws, and the lead 20. 16 straight points for Torrington. High. Pulls up. Way too strong. And a foul called as Malachi slapped at the rebound. 3 team fouls in just a minute and a half. Puskarevic. White. De La Cruz inside Puskarevic for the easy 2. Puskarevic now with 7. Didn't score until the second quarter. Murillo still searching for his first points. De La Cruz ahead of the pack. Able to get a handle on the ball, and he puts it in. 24-point lead. 20 straight points for Torrington. 2.5 gone by in the second half. It stays with Wilby, deflected out of bounds. Kalik Johnson comes back in for Wilby. And that was bad luck for Torrington as Murillo was able to keep her from being a backcourt violation. And he was in a tough spot. He threw it off of Evans Lewis. Wilby maintains possession, now 12 to shoot. Foul called on the perimeter. De La Cruz sticks up his hand. He has not yet committed a foul. And they do charge this to De La Cruz. Aaron Baker comes back in, replaces Murillo. Wilby looking for their first hoop of the second half. Torrington scored 13 points in under 3 minutes. Ross. White might have gotten a piece of that one. Johnson misses, and Torrington away with it. De La Cruz. He's got 18, 8 of them here in the second half. 22 straight points for Torrington. Another miss at the rim, that was Ross. Tucciaroni, great find from White. Tucciaroni with 8. Timeout, Wilby. 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Torrington now leading 48-20. They have scored 17 unanswered out of the break, 24 straight going back to the first half. Both of these schools have great history when it comes to basketball. Wilby won their first state title in 1923, and that was the first time there was a state title game. They beat Naugatuck 21-20. The previous year, Naugatuck was declared the winner based on their record. It was just a few years later, Torrington won their first state title in 1925. So among the first 4 championships for boys basketball, both of these schools can claim one. Wilby subsequently won in 1953 as well. Torrington with wins in 44 and 2006. 2006 was the last year Wilby played in a state final. Wilby hoping they can find a few wins down the stretch and qualify for the Division II tournament. Torrington safely in Division III, and now they're jockeying for seeding. Tucciaroni the takeaway. De La Cruz, too strong. Johnson the rebound. 28-point Torrington lead. Approaching the halfway point of the third. And that's an easy hoop for Clemens. He's now the team leader with 6 points. That stops a 24-0 run. And White down the other end with an answer. Johnson's 3 hit the backboard from the corner, and De La Cruz has a rebound and able to slow it down. Tucciaroni steps in an open 3 and just got a piece of the rim. Robert High underneath, and he scores with the left hand. High now with 5. Good move to slice through the paint. Tucciaroni scores and the foul. Fouls on Clemens. 4 team fouls as Tucciaroni will step to the line. He's 4 of 4 in the game. Team is 8 of 8. Haven't missed to the line yet. That one rolls off. De La Cruz got his hands on the rebound. Instead, it's Robert High for Wilby, away with it. 3:10 to play in the third, 52-24. 28-point Torrington lead. Pass deflected. Evans Lewis away with it. 1-on-2, and the sophomore pulls it out. Finds De La Cruz cutting to the rim. 20 points for De La Cruz. 30-point lead for Torrington. What a difference a week and a half makes. They lost to Crosby back on January 24th. They lost that game by 58 points. Today they're up by 30. That was a shorthanded Raiders team against Crosby. Now they're back at full strength and operating at a very high level as White misses the putback attempt. Tucciaroni with the steal. Tucciaroni fouled. Fouls on Clemens. That's 3 fouls on Clemens and 5 on the team. Free throws the rest of the period for Torrington. Still 2:07 to go. Tucciaroni just missed the end of potential three-point play, but he makes the first free throw of this trip. One of two for Tucciaroni. 31-point Torrington lead. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The size, the experience from Torrington overwhelming at the moment as Robert High hits a three. He has a team leading 8. And such great off-ball movement from Torrington. They've got a lot of open opportunities like that one as Joey Slattery in for the first time scores his first hoop. Lead stretched to 30. Barnes to the rack for 2. First points of the second half for Shalyn Barnes. De La Cruz finds the pass across midcourt. White. Now he's stuck. Ball is knocked out of his hands. Slattery again. Back-to-back hoops for Joey Slattery. 58-29. Torrington doubling up Wilby. 50 seconds to go in the third. Here's Barnes. Air ball 3. Slattery lets it go out of bounds. Johnny Merced de Jesus checks in. This is his first appearance. Merced de Jesus saw a lot of time when Torrington was shorthanded due to the injury and illness. They really knocked him off course against Southington and Crosby. Fouls on Dixon. It'll result in free throws here for Torrington and Luca White. White has 15 points. Made his only free throw attempt so far. One of 2 for White. High fouled.
Number 14, that's his first, team second. Line shooting 2, Robert High.
For Robert High. Second trip to the line. He was 1 of 2 in the first quarter. He looked real good on that attempt. Shot clock now off. 31.9 to go in the third. This has been a dominant period for Torrington. They've scored 29 points in the 7.5 minutes. Wilby just got to 10 in the period. And they'll keep it. Chance for the final shot. Underneath Clemens. He's got 8. Dixon had the assist. 15 seconds. De La Cruz. Torrington will have the final shot here in the third. Merced de Jesus Now White, Merced de Jesus hits. Three-pointer for his first basket. And it's a fitting cap to the third quarter that is dominated by Torrington. They score 32 points. And we head to the fourth. Torrington leading Wilby 63-32. Torrington used a 24-point run to open up a huge lead, and it's a 31-point margin at the start of the fourth quarter. Pass tipped, and it stays with Torrington. De La Cruz open on the inbound, and he's fouled. Fouls on Garner. That's 4 fouls now on Garner. De La Cruz will shoot free throws. First time at the line tonight. 64% free throw shooter on the season. Pretty tough stretch to end the season for Torrington. On Friday they play Holy Cross. Then Hall out of the CCC. They go up to West Hartford for that game. Hall beat Waterbury Career Academy earlier this year. Then next Friday, Valentine's Day, it's a game against Waterbury Career Academy. For they face Amity in a non-conference game, and they wrap up the season with Naugatuck for Torrington. Naugatuck, a team they beat by 12 earlier this year. They lost to Waterbury Career Academy by 3, lost to Holy Cross by 3 early in the season. Both Waterbury Career Academy and Holy Cross have only one loss in NVL play. White with a layup, and might have hurt himself a little bit. Looked like he was grabbing his knee slightly, going back up court. And that's quickly got a sub ready at the next whistle as High has his shot blocked. It's out of bounds, Torrington ball. White will check out. Presumably that'll be the end of his day. 18 points for Luca White as he heads to the bench. William Shaw in for Wilby, making his first appearance. Khalil Johnson, his first appearance as well. 35-point lead for Torrington with 7 minutes left. It's been 9 minutes of second half play and 36 points. Make it 38 points as Slattery scores for Torrington. Slattery, Merced de Jesus, and now Tyler Porterio missed that shot. And a foul will give the ball back to Wilby. De La Cruz out. This might be the first time he's sat as Tucciaroni comes back in. Foul was on Slattery. 2 fouls against Slattery. Inside. Missed at the rim. Long pass ahead. That was ill-advised from Tucciaroni. Wilby has the ball back. Wilby plays Kennedy on Friday. Barnes misses a 3. Malachi an easy putback. That game at Kennedy will be available right here on the same YouTube channel. Kennedy currently 6-9. And they're playing Waterbury Career Academy tonight. That game was originally scheduled for tomorrow. Moved to tonight, presumably for weather considerations, is definitely a possibility of no school tomorrow. 5.5 to go. Torrington up by 35. And that's a foul. It's on Slattery. And Khalil Johnson will shoot 3 free throws after Slattery's 3rd foul of the game. Johnson with the first free throw. Second one rolls off. One more for the junior. Averages 1.2 a game. Gets his own rebound with the 3rd miss. And he'll head right back to the line. Foul is on Merced de Jesus. Johnson right back to the stripe. And he's short on the first. It will be certainly a team in transition, program in transition. They made the NVL finals last year, lost in the second round of the state tournament. They won the NVL D3 last year. They moved up to D2. Had 2 all-conference players graduate. Brandon Beeman was first team, Akeem Trueheart second team. New coach Devon Parker taking over for Alan Piccolo, who was on the bench for about a decade and a half. A lot of new faces on the court, off the court for Wilby. A lot of young faces, including the freshman Shelton Barnes with the ball right now. He has 7 points. 3 is missed. Tucciaroni the rebound. Under 5 to play. 69-36, Torrington in front. Merced de Jesus has it poked away. Barnes finishes. 6 consecutive points scored by Wilby. Jason Pimental into the game for the first time. For Torrington, just 1 starter left out there. That is Tucciaroni. That's a travel. Carterio couldn't hold his pivot foot. Torrington still in a 2-3 zone. Pass inside, now out for Johnson. It's tipped away. Tucciaroni with the steal. McCoy knocked away from him. Barnes again. Another easy layup after a steal. 11 points for Barnes. 69-40 the Torrington lead. 3:47 remaining. Carterio. Slattery Oh, and he threw the pass to the corner just as Pimentel cut towards the hoop. Pimentel was open in the corner. He started his move. And Pimentel checks out Tyler Tucciaroni into the game. The brothers on court together. Tyler, a freshman. Pass is deflected over to Barnes. Pull-up jumper off the backboard. And a putback for William Shaw. I believe those are the first varsity points Shaw has ever scored. Tucciaroni. Final 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Tyler Tucciaroni down low, back to Slattery. McCoy couldn't finish. 69-42, Torrington in front. Three from the corner is good. That was Denali Ross. His first basket of the game. 13 straight points scored by Wilby. Well, this one's not in doubt. With Torrington up 24 and 2:05 left, but probably not the taste that Coach Gamari wants in his team's mouth. Heading to face Holy Cross on Friday. Now it's a 22-point game. This is a 15-0 run for Wilby. Game is broken open by a 24-point run by Torrington, and they turn it over. Barnes. Pass is deflected and stolen. Tyler Tucciaroni got a hand on it. Logan Tucciaroni the takeaway. Tyler. And it's out of bounds. Stays with Torrington. Final 119. Slattery. Foul called. Should be 5 now on Malachi.
Foul time, number 15.
And he has fouled out. Well, it was just the team's second foul, so it's not shots. De La Cruz comes in. Tucciaroni to the bench. Tucciaroni had a concussion in the Southington game. Then he got hit on the head on that play. De La Cruz with the easy 2 on the inbounds. De La Cruz with 24. Pull up, off, it's out of bounds. Torrington will have it, 51.4 remaining. Torrington led the entire way. They were up 4-0, up 8-2, and just stretched from there. Wilby was within 4 in the second quarter. They couldn't get any closer. And Torrington answered the 10-0 Wilby run with a 24-0 run of their own. Lead got up into the 30s. 37-point lead early in the fourth quarter. Look a little bit better than the final box score, but still a dominating win for Torrington. Johnson misses the jumper. Shot clock is off. De La Cruz cross half court. Still being harassed by the Wilby defense. Four seconds. And De La Cruz able to dribble it out. As this one ends with Torrington taking down Wilby. 71 to 47. Chris De La Cruz, 24 points to lead the way for Torrington. Luca White had 18 to help the Raiders get win number 11 on the season. They improved to 11-4, 10-3 in the NVL. Wilby drops to 6-10, 4-9 in conference play. And now Wilby needs to win 3 of their final 4 games. They're 5-11. Might have said the record wrong a minute ago. They're 5-11 on the season. They play at Kennedy on Friday. As you mentioned, you can see that game right here on the same YouTube channel. Torrington heads to Holy Cross on Friday for an NVL D1 matchup. For Gabriel Humphrey on camera, I'm Tom Felice. Thank you so much for being with us as Torrington takes down Wilby 71-47.